G'day Bambies, Kaleidow here and welcome back to my channel. So today we are having a go at the 10,000 simoleon build challenge in The Sims 4. So I actually wasn't tagged for this challenge. I just recently watched Deligracy's video where she created a very contemporary, interesting looking little home, and I was super inspired, and she did say in her description that she tags you, so everyone. So I was like, well, I'm gonna take that as a, yeah, I'm gonna try. So that is what we're going to be doing today, and I had so much fun in this challenge. So I was inspired by retro caravans. Of course, you guys can already see I had an idea in my mind. I had my first next to me and I had a whole bunch of these super adorable mini caravans. I think they're from like the 50s or 60s, I'm not sure, but they are just so cute. Obviously made out of plastic, and the insides are all linoleum. I can never say that word correctly. I know how to spell it though. Is anyone else like that? You don't know how to pronounce the word, but you know how it's spelt? I'm like that all the time. But yeah, I'm having so much fun in this because I've always wanted to make a caravan home, be it a gypsy caravan or something retro like this. So of course I wanted to put in a part of like transport. So we got a car out the front there. Obviously our Sims cannot use them, but I thought it was a cute little nod. And I actually had a little bit of trouble when it came to holding back from decorating, because you guys know me, I really do love decorating in The Sims 4, and I go in a little bit like in depth when it comes to decorating. So I had to hold back, restrain myself, and not place down a whole bunch of bits and bobs everywhere, because that's usually what I will do. But yeah, so to go with the retro theme, I wanted there to be two color kind of schemes. Well, we also got white, pink, and I was going for mint, but I do end up changing that to more of a gold ambery tone, which I think looks a lot nicer. So the kitchen is meant to look really small and compact. If you guys have ever been in a caravan, usually the kitchen will be right by the front door, and I wanted to kind of like follow that. I was imagining what a caravan was like in my head as I was building this. So deciding where the bed goes was actually the hardest part, like when it came to deciding where everything else would go. I knew where the kitchen was going to go. I didn't know where the bathroom was going to go, but once I had the bed in place, that's when everything started to fall in place. So this is a very simple build. I saw a lot of other people put a lot more rooms than me, but because this is just a caravan, it's supposed to be a all-in-one sort of deal in the first place. So that's like the whole point of a caravan, so you can just go and explore and have your own holiday all in one little compacted thing. So usually in my builds, I go a little bit bigger than I probably should. So this was a little bit of a test for me when it came to building more small and making everything closer, because I feel like when I usually build, I make things really far apart when I don't need to. Like in The Sims 4, the Sims, like their tracking or whatever it's called, the thing that makes them move around objects is a lot more flexible than it used to be, and I feel like I'm still in those old ways of having to leave room between items so then your Sims don't get stuck. But now with The Sims 4, we don't really have that, so this was a good challenge, and I did test it after I finished, and I uploaded the playable version of it because I did make a little bit of a boo-boo with the awning out the front. It's a little bit too low down on the door, but I pop it up a notch for you guys. So don't worry about that. You will be able to play this, and I'm pretty sure I'm just about dead set on 10 grand, meaning you guys are going to be able to use this as a starter home for your Sim family if you are starting from scratch, and there basically is everything you need in this house. I even sneak in a fire alarm at the very end. You guys will see that because I almost forgot. So because this is a caravan, I wanted there to be an outdoor area because you're traveling around, you're trying to live both indoors and outdoors. You don't want to be stuck in this tiny little thing the entire time. You want to go outside too. So made a little bit of a sitting area out there too. And we do have a bookcase. I do change up this little corner quite a lot. It does transform a bit throughout this video. I really like these suitcases next to the bed. I think it gives the illusion that the person who lives here is traveling and it's sort of a transient location. Like they aren't going to be living there for a very long time. It's just meant to be temporary. You guys are probably wondering how we only like halfway through this video and I already am down to only $300. Well, I was stressing out myself because I really wanted us to include a lot more, but I do a lot of like little changes here and there so then we can buy a lot more. Like right now I have way too many curtains. I don't know I have that many. I do delete a couple, so don't you guys worry. Just adding in some little details on the terrain just to make it feel a little bit more realistic. And then I gave it more of an impression that maybe she actually has been parked in this area for a little while, maybe a month or two, and the grass has begun to grow around her car, around the caravan. So I was actually kind of excited to do that. I think it made it look more realistic, maybe more permanent. I know that before I was saying it's meant to be a temporary thing. You're not supposed to live in a caravan for a very long time, but I know that some people do, and I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but I think it's called My Tiny Home or My Tiny House. There are a whole bunch of YouTube videos. It's like a series where people just show off their little houses. So a lot of people who have been renovating old buses or old caravans, and they just live out their lives in these awesome retro looking renovated things, and I absolutely adore them. I would love to have a renovated like 70s caravan. Oh my gosh, that'd be so epic. Oh, they're so quaint and cute. So now I'm actually just changing up a few things because I had that coffee table outside, but I decided I actually wanted our Sim to go and sit and have a brekkie outside or have a dinner out in the moonlight, you know. I could have fitted in like a bonfire, but I don't think we had enough money. And I do end up getting rid of the table indoors because what's the point? We have a table outside, so I might as well like change it up inside and put a different type of bookcase into. So I was using these weird things. They're from like the pool. I think they're like lap mats or something, but I tried to use them as mats for the house anyway because they kind of like just make it a little bit more diverse. It looks a bit different. Of course, we gotta add in lino. My dad always called it lino. I don't know how to say the big word. I don't know why. I can see the word in my head, cannot pronounce it for the life of me. But now we are going to be changing up this corner. We are swapping out a couple of the items. Didn't want that big table there anymore. It was a bit clunky, and I think this sort of makes the hallway lead to another area too. It just feels a lot nicer in my opinion. I love those flowers on the little wall there. I think it would be so cute waking up and just seeing these sunny flowers in your face. Oh yeah. And I was able to put in another flamingo. Oh my gosh, I was so happy about getting those 2 flamingos in. Yeah. So something that I neglected to think about was actually lighting. I always forget about lighting until the last moment, guys. So that is why I have gone ahead and done them just about last minute. And I kind of like the bookcase in the yellow now, thinking about it. I kind of wish I kept it as yellow, but oh well, it's a more neutral color, which kind of matches the whole place. But yeah, we're just about done, guys. A few bits and bobs here and there. I was actually thinking of putting that arrow near the bin. That would have been funny, but decided to put in a cute little painting instead. So yeah, that is basically it. A tree, because I found out that one of the trees from the vampire pack is actually $1. Like, what? $1? I can't even right now. But yeah, now I'm just putting in that fire alarm. Alrighty guys, we are up to the screenshots. I'm just so stoked about this build. I had so much fun. I'm glad we were able to put in that music box. I think it's so sweet that she could like sit there and listen to our music. It would be absolutely chill, like so chill. So here is the little sitting area. I know we got the bin there, but oh well. I had to get rid of the mirror, but you know what? They can learn their charisma elsewhere. But yeah guys, that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to put the tagged YouTubers down below in the description because I haven't thought about them yet, obviously. I'm just not prepared for this video. But yeah guys, I hope you all enjoyed. I love you all to bits and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.